You have seen the commercials for energy drinks filled with electrolytes. But what is electrolytes and why do we need them? Imagine a world where every sip you take is meticulously engineered to spark a chain reaction inside your body. A cascade of charged particles that light up your cells, power your muscles and keeps your very thoughts in motion. Today's discussion isn't about another fad or fleeting trend. It's about unveiling the real, often misunderstood magic behind electrolytes. Some claim that these minerals are nothing more than a marketing buzz. Yet the truth is far more nuanced and, dare I say, revolutionary. In the next few moments, we'll peel back the glossy veneer of commercial promises and explore a subject that has silently orchestrated countless moments of human endurance, recovery, and raw vitality. There is a growing debate on whether electrolytes are the secret weapon behind athletic powers, or simply a gimmick designed to boost product sales. While mainstream advertisement dazzle you with images of energized athletes and sparkling hydration, few takes the time to question, is this all there is? Are we missing a hidden layer of complexity in our everyday hydration? What if the real story behind electrolyte isn't about replacing water at all, but about tapping into an intricate system that our bodies have mastered over millennia? Today we challenge the conventional wisdom and dive headfirst into the science and the personal experiences and the unexpected lessons that have reshaped my understanding of these essential minerals. But first, something to drink. Yeah, tea. One of my special concoctions of tea, which also helps with my electrolytes. In my early days as someone who loved pushing the limits of physical endurance, I encountered moments where mere water just wasn't enough. On one blistering summer afternoon, while trekking through a sun-soaked trail, I felt an unsettling fatigue seep into my muscles. Despite my steady pace and regular water breaks, my energy dwindled in the way I couldn't quite explain. It wasn't until I paused to reflect on what I read about electrolyte imbalances that I began to understand the silent conversation happening between my body's blood flow and hydration and my muscles. I wasn't just dehydrated, I was missing the crucial spark provided by minerals like sodium, potassium and magnesium. That experience marked the beginning of my journey into the realm of electrolytes, a journey filled with surprising discoveries and invaluable lessons. The science behind electrolyte is as fascinating as it is intricate. At its core, an electrolyte is a substance that dissolves in water to form ions, charged particles that are indispensable for a myriad of body functions. Picture a symphony in which every note matters. Sodium acts as the conductor, orchestrating nerve impulses. Potassium ensures that muscles contract in harmony. Calcium and magnesium performs delicate duets that facilitate not just the muscle contractions, but also the relaxation needed for recovery. I once sat in a quiet corner of my favorite cafe, poring over some scientific articles, and marveled at how these tiny ions controlled such monumental processes. It was a revelation that transformed my approach to hydration and physical performance. My career provided a front row seat to the consequences of both neglect and proper attention to electrolyte balance. I vividly recall a case during a particularly hectic shift in the emergency department. A patient arriving exhibiting signs of severe dehydration and disorientation. His lab results pointed to an alarming imbalance. Too little sodium and an excess of potassium had thrown his system into chaos. That day I saw firsthand how an unbalanced electrolyte profile could spiral into a life-threatening situation, witnessing the fragile equilibrium of the human body being so dramatically disrupted underscored the critical importance of these minerals. It wasn't merely academic. It was a physical reaction, real-world demonstration that solidified my belief in the necessity of maintaining an electrolyte balance at all times. I've wondered why so many of us underestimate the power of electrolytes. Consider the countless energy drinks that bombards our screens with promises of invigoration and enhanced performance. Product laden with electrolytes, yet often oversimplifying a complex biological truth.
Natorade, world's nuttiest energy drink.
I began to experiment on myself, testing various electrolyte solutions and natural alternatives during long runs, grueling hikes, and even routine days that stretches my limits. I discovered that the timing and composition of electrolyte intake matters immensely. There were days where a pinch of salt mixed with a squeeze of citrus was more effective than any commercially available drink. Days when my body responded to a delicate balance of minerals that I carefully calibrated based on my unique needs. One summer, driven by a mix of curiosity and determination, I embarked on an ultra-endurance challenge. The race was notorious for its punishing heat and relentless pace. I meticulously planned my hydration strategy, basing my approach not solely on water, but a well-crafted blend of natural electrolytes, and every mile brought a new reminder of the delicate dance occurring in my body. Muscles contracting, nerves firing, and every cell whispering its needs for balance. Midway through the race, when the physical strain reached its height, I experienced a breakthrough. A carefully measured dose of my homemade electrolyte drink, crafted from a blend of lemon, a dash of Himalayan salt, and a touch of honey, suddenly revitalized my body in a way that pure water never could. That moment was a testament to the power of understanding and respecting the nuanced demands of our physiology. It wasn't just endurance sports that taught me the lessons of electrolyte balance. Even in the quieter moments of life, when I'd noticed an unexplainable lag in my energy or an occasional muscle cramp during an ordinary day. But I started paying close attention to what my body was signaling. I began tracking my diet, noting the natural sources of electrolytes. Bananas, leafy greens, nuts, and even certain dairy products that played a subtle yet crucial role in my overall health. Every time I realized that the secret wasn't hidden in an expensive bottle or a flashy advertisement, but in the simple, time-tested wisdom of nourishing my body with whole natural food. This was a revelation that bridged my experience in high-intensity scenarios with everyday life, reinforcing the idea that maintaining a balance is a continuous process. My exploration into electrolyte science also led me to some unexpected insights.
What did you find out?
In one instance, while reading through research journals during a quiet evening at home, I discovered that electrolytes do more than just manage hydration. They are essential for the pH balance, nerve conducting, and even regulation of blood pressure. The more I delved into these studies, the more I was struck by the elegance of nature's design. I began to appreciate how every time I consumed a meal rich in these minerals, I was actively participating in finely tuning processes that had evolved over countless generations. It was as if I had tapped into an ancient secret, one that had quietly sustained life long before modern medicine sought to understand it. There's also a stark contrast between the simplified narrative often sold in energy drink commercials and the rich, multifaceted reality of electrolyte function. Advertisements tend to portray electrolyte as a one-size-fits-all solution, a magic elixir to ward off fatigue, boost performances.
Because Brown's got electrolytes.
However, my own experience and scientific readings have revealed that the relationship between water and electrolytes is anything but simplistic. It's a dynamic interplay, one that requires a precise balance tailored to the individual circumstances. For instance, one day when my workload was immense and stress levels were high, I found that my body demanded not just hydration, but a specific ratio of sodium to potassium to maintain stability. Neglecting this balance led to episodes of inexplicable lack of energy and muscle tension. A stark reminder that our bodies are far more complex than a single ingredient list can capture. I've also seen firsthand how neglecting this balance can have dramatic consequences. In a particularly memorable instance, I witnessed a fellow athlete collapse during a community run. Although he was an experienced runner, he had underestimated the demands of a particularly hot and humid day, opting to rely solely on water without any supplementary electrolytes. His condition deteriorated rapidly, and it took immediate medical intervention to correct a dangerous electrolyte imbalance. The incident not only reinforced my beliefs in the critical role electrolytes plays in our daily lives, but also ignited a passion in me to share this knowledge, hoping to prevent similar occurrences and to encourage others to listen to their bodies' quiet yet vital message. Over time, I developed a keen interest in formulating my own hydration strategies. I experimented with a variety of natural ingredients, combining them in innovative ways to create drinks that were both delicious and scientifically balanced. There were evenings when, after long days of physical exertion, I'd sit on my sofa with a glass of my custom electrolyte blends, marveling at the intricate symphony of flavors and the immediate sense of renewal it provided. Each sip felt like a small act of self-care, a ritual that honored the deep underlying processes that keep my body running. I learned that the pursuit of optimal hydration wasn't just about starving of thirst. It was about achieving a harmonious balance that touched every facet of my well-being. This journey into the heart of electrolyte science has been as much an exploration of my inner landscape as it has been a dive into biological processes. I've come to see hydration as a metaphor for life itself, a constant balancing act where every decision, every nutrient plays a role in shaping our performances, our endurance, and ultimately our health. In every training session, every demanding work shift, and every quiet moment of reflection, the lessons of electrolyte balance have echoed through my experiences, reminding me that the simplest substances can have the most profound impacts. Even as modern science continues to uncover new facets of electrolyte functionality, ranging from their impact on cognitive performances to their role in regulating metabolic pathways, I remain humbled by the timeless wisdom embedded in these natural minerals. It's a journey of discovery that has taken me from the clinical halls of the emergency department to the rugged trails of nature, from the pages of dense scientific journals to the intimate moments of personal experiences. And with each step, I've come to appreciate that the dialogue between water and electrolyte is not merely a biological reaction, but a narrative of life itself. A story of resilience, adaptation, and the relentless pursuit of balance. There are moments when I pause and reflect on how something as seemingly mundane as a pinch of salt or a squeeze of lemon can hold the key to so much more than hydration alone. These experiences have taught me that our bodies are an intricate ecosystem where every ion, every drop of water contributes to an ongoing conversation that sustains us in these quiet moments. After a long run or a grueling day at work, when the world seems to slow down and subtle cues of my body becomes unmistakably clear, I feel a deep connection to the ancient, enduring wisdom of nature. It is in these moments the importance of electrolytes transcends science. It becomes a personal testament to the delicate balance that governs all life. As I navigate the diverse landscape of personal health and professional challenges, one constant has emerged. The critical role of electrolytes in our daily lives cannot be overstated. Whether you are an athlete pushing the boundaries of physical endurance, a busy professional juggling countless responsibilities, or simply someone striving to understand the nuances of your body, the interplay between water and electrolytes is a powerful reminder that optimal health is a mosaic of tiny interlocking parts. Every time I blend a simple natural drink or opt for a balanced meal rich in essential minerals, I am actively participating in a process that echoes the wisdom of generations past. A process that ensures every cell in my body sings in perfect harmony. In moments of introspection, when I consider the long arc of my own experiences, from grueling physical challenges to quiet evenings of self-care, I'm constantly struck by the revelation that electrolytes are far more than just ingredients in a commercial product. They are the unsung heroes of our physiology, the silent sentinels that guard our well-being. Each time I reflect on a day when a balanced electrolyte intake transforms a potential debilitating moment into a burst of renewed energy, I'm reminded that the journey to optimal health is paved with small, intentional acts of care. These acts, whether they involve a homemade drink or a simple and mindful pause to listen to my body, have taught me that true vitality comes from honoring the complex, beautiful science within us. In the interplay of science and personal experience, the importance of electrolytes unfolds like an intricate narrative, a narrative that invites us to challenge assumptions, to look beyond flashy advertising, and to embrace the delicate balance that fuels every aspect of our lives. The story of electrolytes is one of quiet power and subtle influences, a story that continues to evolve with every discovery, every experiment and every shared moment of insight. And as we move forward, the lessons learned from this journey remains ever present, woven into the fabrics of each day and every breath we take. And if you want to get smarter on nursing care and healthcare, then check out this video right here, which YouTube knows you will like. And I'm looking forward to seeing you right over there. So let's meet right over there.